I don't want to say it's like an overnight rise, because, like, you know, I've been a little out of the picture myself for a good long while, but who knows how long he's been playing to be able to just get to the level that he's at right now. Already out here showing you he's one of the greatest Palutena players in New Jersey and in Tri-State.
Now, don't get it twisted now. It may be a PR player against somebody who is fighting their way into the PR, but one thing about Synnister that I don't know if a lot of people know about is that he has a handful of Mateo wins. He's really well poised in the Palutena matchup, and although we're not seeing that right now firsthand as we get a quick 0 to death coming out from Marvale, I know we're in for a hot set.
That was textbook. Everything about that was textbook. I mean, I really don't even have very much to say about that. It was just clean, quick, consistent edge guarding, taking advantage of Palutena's strengths against a character that usually is better in the CQC, in the beef, rather than anything else. And really, none of that's going to matter if you're not letting a character like Ken really be able to fight their way back in regardless. So Palutena knows how to not only keep that distance, but to also just, like, keep a character in disadvantage both above and horizontally as well. And on this ledge trap, as we're going to get another one yet again, let's ski this down tilt. I like the beefy uppy option right there on the part of Synnister to be able to just hit Palutena right below it, as well as mashing out with that nair, but nothing doing, as another back air is going to send him off, picking and choosing his options beautifully with the neutral air right there. Missing with the explosive flame right there, but it's not going to matter as it still keeps him in disadvantage. But what will matter is not getting your legend vulnerability back, as the regrabs, they don't exactly work like that in this game. Up tilt not going to do it either, though. My goodness.
Yeah, great survivability coming out from Synnister right now as he's tagging on the damage down tilt into triple Tatsumaki and then some. 43 damage. Do not count out this player right now. Now, one thing about this matchup in general.
So much work for only 43%.
Hey, man, you take what you can.
I mean, of course you do, but, like, you know, I just picture Palutena getting all that off a grab in 4 nairs.
Hey, man, if SpongeBob put in all that work for Mr. Krabs just to be traded for 62 cents, then we got to work with what we can right now.
Good point, good point.
Max Rage Ken will be able to take the stock at, I think he was right like around 60 before he got hit with the whole up B move.
Max Rage, that's what did it. I mean, you gotta really like just watch your buttons against a character like Synnister. Synnister, after getting completely bodied at the beginning of the game in that first stock, already had a lead a second ago, but now we got more textbook Palutena stuff, just ping-ponging combos with herself with the auto reticle into the explosive flame, back and forth again into the invincible options. That should be death. Oh, not actually getting the turnaround there for the shield in the back air instead, actually getting a forward air, which is not as strong, but more consistent of a hitbox, or a bigger one, I should say, as far as the lengthwise of it goes, to be able to make its hit.
Now that's the thing.
Not
with,
like that. No.
That's the thing with a character like the Shotos.
Oh,
you get in their face, and then it could be the stock, it could be the game. Synnister fighting for dear life. He does that Shoryuken into the stock, and that is going to be game 1. Marvel starting off strong with one of the best starts we've seen so far today with that 0 to death. But even with that, there was a lot of resiliency, and there was a lot of damage dealt from Synnister when it mattered most. Max Rage Ken stock 2 to take it with the Shoryuken, and then right there, getting the pressure, getting in the face of Palutena into a, I believe that's a up tilt, double up tilt Shoryuken. Come on, man. That is going to be game 1 stolen from Synnister.
That's one for the highlight books there for sure. My goodness, Marvale really looking like another day in the office at the beginning of that game, really, and even like throughout like the second half of it with like those clean edge guards and Palutena sequences, but nothing doing. Just the comeback factor of Ken of the Shotos is just, it's literally almost second to none, almost to any other character in this game, less like, you know, your Kazuya's and like certain DLC characters and whatnot, but my goodness, it just goes to show how much it can appear like that this character is losing, only to just bring back the game from the depths of hell with just a couple of hits, you know. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yeah.
That's really, if there's anything I'm like learning from casting this game again, that's definitely one of those things, is that up B is going to roll right past the ledge again. The beefy up Bs, you know, the ledge traps of Palutena are really, really good with that down tilt, and very consistent on the part of Marvale specifically being the one of the best ones in the state.
Yeah.
But it's not going to matter if like you're not spacing them properly and you're just getting hit by that Shoryuken below ledge.
All
Forced
right.
to drop shield. There's the strong fair.
Yeah, I've never seen a fair kill like that before, but
it's a beefy hitbox. Yeah. It's a beefer. Oh, actually, that was a certified Smash Ultimate interaction. Did you see the way like the pushback, like the hurt boxes collided with each other right there?
Yeah.
And just like pushed him away while the hitbox was out, making it look like Palutena did like a moonwalk, like with the up tilt.
Yeah.
It's not in the game though, not yet.
Okay.
I like that option. That was a good option to
yeah.
just really get the first hitbox of that, just to get the quick dip.
Yeah, the drop down on there right there is going to be able to steal the stock. Now, I want to give credit to Marvale because the way that he plays with his aerials is that he spaces them out so well, especially the fade back fares. He's able to rack on the damage so easily, so quickly, as you should against a character like Ken. Oh my gosh, the call out. Sure, you can right there. Whether it was intentional or not, it got the stock, and now it gave Synnister a comfortable lead to work with again.
That up B was Synnister because it covered that air dodge beautifully. And the best part is that if he didn't do that, he would have gotten hit by the beginning part of it anyway.
Oh, I saw
that. The coverage of that Shoryuken was just crazy. Yeah, I see what you were going for there. If he got like maybe another down tilt into like an F tilt, he would have potentially been able, or a strong jab, I should say.
Yeah.
He could have potentially been able to do that, but nothing doing as that ledge cancel.
And it looks like we just got another upset 2-0. Synnister taking it over Marvale. The top players, the PR players are falling into the
Look at
losers.
his face, like they're just friends. Look at his face. He was so happy. Look at that. I beat Marvale tonight. Yeah.
That's a really great win. And that's just another great statement being made out right now from Synnister, who gets to move on one step closer into the winner side top 8. If he's able to do so, that's great. However, he still has a huge mountain to climb. I believe next in his path would be the winner of Marcus or Mouse Rat. Whether that's going to be streamed or not, we don't know.
Mouse Rat.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a name I haven't. Oh, man.
He's actually pretty active. He comes, I would say, like every other week.
No,
like,
it's just as funny as an old head. What I remember is him being insanely active during the Wi-Fi era.
Oh, yeah.
If I remember, like, just running those online weeklies for a good long while back before, like, we couldn't cough near each other unless one of us died.
Right.
Good times.
Yep.
Good times.
Definitely great times.
Yeah. Active player, I believe, hailing from New York, if I'm not mistaken, right?
From New York, yep.
All right.
But even then,
Still rocking Pikachu, right?
Should be, yeah.
All right.
Mouse Rat, Mouse Rat.
I mean, it's still just a tag. I mean, you know.
No.
You can keep the tag and then change your character if you're sick of playing a bad character. But the thing with him is that he never was playing a bad character, so that doesn't affect anything regardless. See, he was pressing way too many buttons like up close like that. He was still trying to rely on the ping pong combos even after he air dodged all 3 hits of the auto reticle. And if he did the close one, it would have caught Ken's drift a little bit, but it still might have not been worth the risk. I mean, the thing with Palutena is that, like, yeah, playing neutral with like Ken is absolutely terrifying, but if you regain stage control, you still do have an invincible option that helps control neutral in your back air. You could spam that from neutral. I don't know how good that is as a meta anymore. Again, I'm a bit of an old head. I said it like 5,000 times. You're probably sick of me saying it at this point. But the point is, there are some situations where it's better to drop the edge guard and opt for stage control instead. And that scenario, if he didn't just mess up like the distance of the explosive flame, which I think he did, it would have been better to just hang back and be like, all right, this is my stage. You're the one who has to work your way in, because he lost the lead because of that and eventually lost the game.
Yeah. I mean, even then, great set coming all around. This is a part of the bracket where it doesn't matter what your name is. If you're this far, it's because you've earned it and you're going to put up a fight. And we saw there, what seemed to be Marvel's set to win, theoretically speaking, off the seeding and on paper, just went all into Synnister's favor, and it really, that game 1 really showcased it. Like, he had a strong start, strong lead. Palutena was just doing the Palutena work on Ken, but once Ken got in when it mattered, that's it. Get lights out.
The discipline of these players to like get hit by stuff like that and be like, oh, I'm in the Palutena mix, this character's broken, whatever. Like, the strong mental fortitude. It's something that can really be adapted like to any video game that you play, whether it's a grind, which is in, my advanced age has taught me a lot about life with a lot of my current grinds, outside of esports. And so for people who say stuff like Smash is a waste of time, which I don't know, depending on like your personal like conundrums of like where you are in your life or whatever, like, parts, whatever philosophies you believe in, it can be. But to say that it can't teach you about life, it has. It's taught me a lot. It's taught me a lot for sure about being humble and grinds and, just how to keep your head about you and like certain